Okay.
I got this query.
So, all right. So we were covering. We have seen earlier the non-correlated subquery. Now
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is with the example of correlated subquery, right?
yeah,
Now
yeah,
the difference is only simple that the subquery cannot be executed standalone, right? So
yeah,
if I
yeah.
try to execute this, see the answer is correct for this, right? Earlier also we were getting
Yes.
three names and now we are
Yeah.
getting the names as well. So if I
And
try to run this query
I have
standalone,
one doubt actually.
okay, go ahead.
Can you print out that query in the console? Here, in the subquery, where user ID is equal to u dot ID is there, no? Is it required in that query?
Yes.
Yes.
See, the thing is, there are two things whether it can be executed using this or not, right? One thing is this: if I remove this and try to execute it, then also I'm getting the data, right?
Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
But what's the difference between
Yes.
if I add it or if I don't add it? What's the difference?
The difference is like we are making dependent on the another table to make it a correlated query.
Yes, we are over here. See,
Yeah,
over here we are just directly getting the users, right? Getting
yeah,
the
yeah,
users which the price is greater than 370, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
We have seen the data already. That's why we know that okay, this is going to happen. This data will get, because
Yeah.
these three we have seen in the correlated subquery, non-correlated subquery, that this
Mm-hmm.
data is coming out, right? But the thing is, we have made
Mm-hmm.
this query correlated. So what's happening, that when we are looping for this users table, right? For user one,
Yes,
we will
yes.
come over here, right? And then we'll
Yeah.
filter out data. We will filter out all the
Mm-hmm.
users except user one, and then we'll group by
Mm-hmm.
user one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll do the having price with average
Yes,
price
yes.
greater than 370. This is the first thing
Okay.
that we are doing. So we were making this dependent on, we made
User
one thing,
string.
right? U is not exist directly, right? U is in the outer query, right? Not in
Yeah.
the subquery. So that's why, just to make sure that it is dependent, it's a correlated subquery. That's why we have added
Okay.
this, and the answer comes same because we have already seen that, right? Because the answer will be same,
Yes, yes.
because
Yes.
we have already seen that in our previous query, and we already know the data, right? That's why. So if I try to
Yeah.
copy paste this and take it out, then I won't be able to execute it, right?
Execute. Yes, yes.
Because u dot subquery is missing, right? From clause
Yeah,
entry
yeah.
table u is missing, so it's saying that u is
Yeah.
missing. I don't know what
Yeah.
is u. But if I remove this line, then it will become,
Execute.
I have added where as well, right? That side is does not run.
Yeah.
Try to get a hold of errors as well, right? Now if I try to run, then I will get the data as well, right? It's the
Yes,
same.
yes.
Now if I'll use in this way, then it will be a, if I try to use this in the subquery, then it will be a non-correlated subquery, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So now we have covered one, we have covered,
Correlated subquery.
okay, yeah. I was trying to start from the very starting. We have covered the
Okay.
single row subquery, multiple row subquery,
Single row
select clause
subquery.
subquery, whole
Mul-
clause subquery, having clause subquery, correlated subquery, and non-correlated subquery, right? We have used seven
Yes.
subqueries. So now we are going to see one more subquery, that is exist subquery. Okay.
Okay.
So it is, I mean, in exist subquery, there is nothing. We'll just use exist command, like select, and I will be using from public, let's say orders, okay, as O,
Okay.
and I can do what I can do. Okay, wait. Okay, let's see first. Orders, from orders we can take out, but let's check the data strict from public users, and select a strict from public orders, and select a strict from public products. Okay, so I just want to use exist. Exist is a keyword which
Okay.
okay. Okay, so exist is a keyword, so which will return one or which will returns true if our subquery, we are going to write a subquery, right? We will see in a while
Yes.
that if our subquery will return one or more rows, then it will return the true, right?
Okay.
So how can we make sure that okay, okay, so how can we make sure that if I have users, so select users, we have 5 users. If order exists for that particular user, 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and 1 2 3 4 5 6, all users have created an order, right?
Yes.
Let's make a user who has not created a okay, who has not created a order. So Naresh, Arul, Seema, Sati, Paramita, Nikhila, right? Okay, so let's add more people, insert into public users values, and then Nikhila, and Seema, Unisa. Let's add Unisa. Okay, so first is ID, 6 is already there, so 7, then Unisa. I don't know her surname, MD maybe, and then Unisa
Mail,
MD.
email, phone number.
Okay, email Unisa @gmail.com.
Phone
Okay,
number.
phone number is a string, right? Phone number is a string.
Yes.
Okay, so +91, random, and then
State.
state, let's say 1, and now
Day.
okay, email ID I haven't closed, cool, no issues. So okay, so now we have a user who don't have
Yes.
a order, right? So select asterisk from public users, right? Where, cool. So I want to select everything from user,
Yeah.
and then I'm using where,
Yeah.
and in where clause I will use exist, cool.
Okay.
And inside that I will use okay, one more thing, as you, cool. And in exist will give true if it returns a row, and false if it
Okay.
don't return a row, right? So I can select anything, right? I can select one, I can select asterisk, nothing
Yes.
matter if it's just a row thing. I will let's use asterisk, then I will tell you, right, what
Public
it
dot
means if
orders.
I'll use one over there, right? So select asterisk from public
From public dot orders.
orders, then where
Right.
user ID
User ID.
equals to u.id.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I try to run it, I will get I don't have Unisa right over here.
Yeah.
Why I don't have Unisa? Because
Because we made that equal to. If we made not equal to, I think we'll get that ID.
yeah. So now the thing is, what we are going to do, we'll see. So if I do this, see, this is correlated subquery, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
value is
Correlate.
loaded ID. So the thing is, if whether I select everything, right? Because
Yeah.
exist is using whether the query is returning some data or not returning some data, right? So
Returning.
why should I okay, my bad. So why should I return any data, right? Because it's not taking any column data, right? So why should
Yeah.
I take? I mean, there might be 1 million rows that is being written, right? Or maybe 100 rows that being written. So
Yeah.
why I should ask data of 100 rows, right? Because I'm not using that data, right? I'm
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
using whether the rows count is more than 1, right? So I
Yes.
can
Yes.
just take any data, right? Arbitrary. So what it does, right? Let me show you, right? Select star from public users where id equals to, let's say 1. Okay, and let's say orders, right? Orders, cool. So this is the data that I'm getting it. Okay, someone has must have ordered twice. Okay, two. Okay, so select asterisk from public orders. So any one user who has ordered twice, select a star from public orders.
Group by
Come again. Yeah, group by user id
user having count
count is
greater than
greater than
1.
100. I cannot.
Order ID is provided in the self class.
So 2 and 1 is twice, but why it's not done giving me data of that? Okay, wait. Okay. Select asterisk from public orders where, okay, where id I was using, where user id equals to 1. Okay, now we have two orders, right?
Yeah.
So insert, I'm not using anything, right?
Yeah.
Why should I hold value of an integer 4 byte, then again 4 byte, then again 4 byte, then maybe 20 bytes, then again 4 bytes? So the total bytes that I'm holding for this is 1 2 3 4 16,
Yeah.
almost 20 bytes, right? And 40 bytes.
Yes.
So why
Yes.
should
Yes.
and I'm just checking the number of rows that they are sending, right? So
Hmm.
instead of this, if I select 1, then I'm getting 1 and 1, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm only working with 4 bytes, right? And that
Yes.
too is
Yes.
not required data from the database. It can check in the database and just return 1 1, right?
Yeah.
So, and the 2 rows I'm selecting. So whenever you will see select query being used anywhere, then you will see that it will be used like a select one, right? Because in exist we are not utilizing any data. We are just checking the data where data exists or not, right?
Yes. Yes.
Cool. So and this is the query that we have used is correlated subquery.
Yeah.
So that's it. So we are done with our subquery.